Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Homeschooling Podcast with the Great Discovery. I'm here with my co-host, Alex Hitt. Hi, Alex.
Hey Bree, how you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing really good.
We always get excited to come in here and share homeschooling for the homeschooling parents, for teachers, for creators. Listen, we are wanting your courses on the Great Discovery platform. And the reason is, and I mentioned this in the description, so if you did read that, I wanted to point this out because it's really a big deal. And Alex can kind of talk a little bit more about this, but we have a specific e-learning place login. You can go to a place that only provides e-learning for kids. It's specific to just kids. It is, I think, the only platform out there that offers e-learning that has like a login that is just for kids. Alex, I'll let you explain it a little bit more.
Yeah. The Great Discovery, it's an online e-learning platform, and we're going to be highlighting some of the amazing courses that are for kids on the platform here today. But like Bree said, it is a central hub for all information globally. So not just for adults, but also for children. There's a children's login, so children can log on and have access to all of that children's information, all of those children courses or ebooks or test or whatever you need, any type of homeschooling education that you need for your children, you can put it on the Great Discovery, and you can purchase it on the Great Discovery, or even download them for free. Many of the courses we're going to be showing you here today are actually totally 100% free. So the Great Discovery is just such an amazing platform. They're on a mission to empower all of humanity like never before, and kids is a huge part of that. Finding that high quality education for your children is pretty difficult to do. There isn't kind of one source to get it from. So you're pulling from all these different people. You're hiring tutors, you're hiring teachers. Where do you get it? Well, the Great Discovery is on a mission to create that central hub for all education, for adults, for children, and for people in every language in every country. Because that's a big feature of the Great Discovery, is that you can actually learn from people all over the world and have their voice translated back into your native language. So whether you speak English or Chinese or French or Spanish, you can learn from people in those countries who speak completely different languages in our native language. So that's a huge, huge feature. And we're creating really a global classroom.
I was going to say, I love that. The global classroom. That's one of the things that really excites me, because not only are we able to learn all these different skills our kids are needing, but we can have a global classroom where we can learn from the people that are living in other countries. Our kids can get exposure to, what is it like, for kids over in South Africa, in Egypt, in, Sweden, or wherever they're from, and be able to communicate with each other. You can set up your own global classroom to share with, making the experience our children are getting so much more enriched and powerful, because they get to experience that with kids all around the world, which to me is so powerful. And I know teachers are really getting excited about this, to be able to experience that, to teach on that level. It's incredibly empowering. And our kids, imagine how much better this world will be when we can understand each other's cultures, our languages, what makes us different, but also what makes us the same, our dreams and our goals and their passions in our lives. So excited, but we want to get started sharing some of the amazing courses that we have already on the Great Discovery Kids. Alex, I'll let you go ahead and introduce some of those courses to us.
Absolutely. And I want to highlight too, one of our big creators on the platform is Dennis Denola. And Dennis is a world-class educator. He's been in education for over 35 years. He holds a master's in education from the University of South Florida. He is affectionately known by his students as Mr. D. His online e-learning programs have students across the world. His online e-learning programs have students across the entire United States, and Dr. D has worked with students in 5 different continents. Dr. D is a pioneer in live online class, which he began leading in 2013, as well as a digital e-learning course, which he launched in 2010. Dr. D's first book, Teach: Creating Independently Responsible Learners, was released last year and has been a top seller for a top seller in the home education market. Dr. D's podcast brings the top homeschooling educators, parents, and students with a story to tell. Dr. D is a favorite speaker at homeschool conventions, as his upbeat speaking style and hands-on presentations leave attendees inspired to be homeschooling parents and students. Now, as part of the Great Discovery's executive team, Dr. D brings his knowledge of e-learning to learners beyond the home education market.
Wow.
So incredible educator here. Really, really smart guy, and has a true talent for teaching children. So love that. We are definitely going to highlight some of his courses here today. So let me bring one of those up.
I love that. I mean, what a background that he has and what he brings to the Great Discovery, and that understanding which we need at, in the homeschooling field, where, all of that experience, that education, the things he's already putting out with. I mean, he's really and recognized by the homeschooling industry already. So it's just another vote of confidence, I should say, for the kinds of courses and platform that we are building at the Great Discovery. All right, let's bring that up.
Yep. So this is his kind of flagship course here, the book that he's written. It's called Teach, Creating Independently Responsible Learners. And I'm going to play the trailer for it, and hopefully I've shared my sound.
Hi, everybody. I'm Dennis Denoya, and I'm going to share with you something that's available, of course, on Amazon, but now direct to you on the Genius Club of the Great Discovery. It's my book, Teach, Creating Independently Responsible Learners. You can listen to this in audio as well as read the text as you follow along listening to the audio. Discover what it is to be an independently responsible learner. You can use this for yourself, for your children, for people in your lives. Share it with others. Enjoy.
Amazing. Yes, that you have to hear a little bit from Dennis there. He said it's available to read or to listen to as an audiobook. And yeah, just, homeschooling can be kind of overwhelming. And a lot of it does kind of fall on people to have that own initiative, right? To be your own, to be a passionate learner yourself, to be somebody who's kind of a self-starter and likes education. So that can be kind of hard for parents and for students. So this seems like a great course if you are starting off on that homeschooling journey.
I love it. And, we are creating independently responsible learners. We are doing all these things that he's talking about in this course, which is phenomenal. And I think that's why, so many parents are choosing to homeschool right now, because not only are they really giving a rich education to their students, to their children, but they're also able to, really focus on where their kids are excelling at and give them more of what they're yearning. The young scientists that are coming up in today's schools, they just go through the normal school, if they're in public schools, whatever it is that's put out there for them. But if you have a child that's, really excels and really interested in science, as a homeschooling parent, you're able to nurture that passion in them and really bring them along and give them more, so that they're preparing themselves to go into a field in science or whatever it might be. I just chose science, but really you can fuel that passion that they have and give them more education. And that's why, having an e-learning site where they can get more of those kinds of courses and really expand their knowledge base at a young age is just going to give them so much more success as they become young adults and look to higher education.
Yeah. I just thought I think we should do a podcast next week, the 5 reasons why somebody should homeschool their children, right? And
Absolutely.
why they might want to. So if you want to hear about that, all the different reasons why you should homeschool your children, if you're not already, or if you already are, I think we're going to do that next week. But let's highlight this next course here. So this is another one by Dennis. Fractions Are Your Friends. Hopefully they become our friends, right? So I always struggled with fractions. I'm kind of dyslexic with numbers, so I'm not very good at I never was, but I probably needed this course back when I was in school.
Yeah, the only thing I remember from math, I mean, obviously addition and subtraction, I still can do those, but like the only thing that really stuck out, and it's kind of a fraction, is like 25% off a sale price.
Right.
So, hey, it comes in handy when you're shopping. So,
well, let's watch the trailer for this. So, Fractions Are Your Friends, trailer by Mr. Dennis here, Mr. D.
Hi, I'm Dennis Denoya, known as Mr. D in the math world. And this is a chapter from my pre-algebra course called Fractions Are Your Friends. You're going to learn everything you can about fractions, and we use prime numbers to work with fractions. So you're going to learn about divisibility rules, how to make common denominators, adding fractions, multiplying fractions, reducing fractions, both using numbers, and you got it, letters. So we approach fractions in this course using both what? Arithmetic as well as algebraic fractions. Get ready to discover fractions in the Mr. D world.
Love that. Wow. Wow. I might have to take this course. I know it's for kids, but I think I'm going to have to take this course too, because you said some words in there. I'm like, what? So that's pretty cool. Great course by Dennis there.
Yeah, I love playing these trailers. I'm like, I hope that people are getting a taste of what it's all about. And we want to hear from you what you guys think about it as well. What are you learning already? I'm excited. This is fun. Give us another one, Alex.
Let's look at this one. This is a good one. Okay. Got Dirt, gardening for kids. An adventure discovering the world of gardening. Give your child the life skill of gardening and growing their own food. That is so important. A lot of homeschoolers do have their own home gardens, right? They're very independent. And I think this is awesome. An awesome course. I'm going to play the trailer here so we can hear directly this is from Patrice Potter, one of our amazing homeschool teachers here.
Welcome to Got Dirt, Gardening for Kids. I hope you're ready to get into the dirt, for we're going to go on an adventure discovering the world of gardening. And we're going to team up with Mother Nature and all of her superheroes, and I'm going to get you into the growing process so you can start producing some garden goodies. I'm going to be with you each step of the way and showing you how to create a thriving garden, just like my gardens. And I'm going to share the knowledge I've gained over 40 plus years of gardening. I'll be your gardening mentor, like your gardening grandma. Be there to guide you each step of the way.
Wow. Wow. I love that. That was amazing. She seems so nice. And if you weren't watching the video, she's got this snowy outside. It looks like she's like living in Wisconsin or Minnesota, like where me and Bree are from. But she has this beautiful inside garden all around her in the depths of winter. So that is a really, really cool course. This course is a premium level course. It retails for $297. And we'll look at some of the content down here. I mean, she's got a lot of content in this course. So it really walks you through every single part from thinking about gardening to ready to start building your garden, to the first green shots, right? To harvesting, to, all the different things that you need to learn. She says that this is good for children 7 or older, and children under 6 maybe should do it together with an adult. So this looks like a really awesome course. Gardening is such an awesome thing to teach your children and super fun, hands-on learning. Right.
I love that. And that's the thing too, not just for homeschooling parents, but for any parents that are looking for other activities for their kids. Maybe they want to grow things. Maybe they want to learn more about that. This kind of stuff isn't available in public schools. These aren't the kind of classes that you can take, or maybe you can take them in an extracurricular situation from your community education board. But, this is nice because you have it available to use and to learn from whenever you want, anywhere you are, right? So you don't have to worry about getting them to, a location. They can watch and learn at their pace when it's available for them, right? And so they're not like stuck on a schedule. I love this. I think this would be great for all kids. I should probably take it too, because I can't grow much of anything.
Yeah, I'm not a very good gardener either. I've tried, trust me. Well, here's another course. This one's free, and it's created by Patrice Potter too. So she was nice enough to also make something for free as well. So this is her free course. This is Green Thumb for Kids, Unleashing Creativity and Growing Some Garden Goodies. I also love what she said before. All of Mother Nature's superpowers or super friends, or I forgot exactly, but I was like, that was a good one.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I love
like
this
the gardening grandma. I think that was really cool.
Yeah. So this is an awesome course, totally free. So if the other one you're saying, okay, maybe I'll check it out first. Well, hey, come here, download this for free and kind of get a taste of what Patricia is doing in her higher level course or premium level course, and still get some of the great information she's sharing there. So looks like a good one. Yeah. Great video here. So guys, she's got 2 videos attached and a little download.
Nice.
And enrolling super easy. Just go to the link below. Click here to get access. Boom, sign up totally for free. So glad we were able to highlight that free course. Yeah.
Yeah, I love that. I think kids need to be in the garden and understanding how things are growing. And like you said, it's a free course. They can get a taste of it. And if they really love it and they want to learn more, now you know that you have an extensive course that you can sign them up for, but you can get a taste of it. And because we always want to make sure our kids are interested in something before we start spending too much money on it. But yeah, I mean, get your fingers, I would say get your fingers wet, test it out, but maybe get your toes a little dirty first and see how it goes. Get in the dirt, play in the dirt a little bit, learn a little bit, and see if it's something that they want to pursue. Because having a garden at home sure is fun. I love when I have my gardens, even though they don't always produce as I would expect. And the deer like to eat all the stuff out of my garden, but it's okay. Yeah. It's fun.
Well, I'm going to highlight this next course. This one's really fun. We talk about moving our body and, doing things a little bit different, learning in a different style. This one is pretty cool. So this is flamenco dance for children. Yeah. We got to watch the trailer on this one. I haven't seen this one yet. Flamenco dance for children, level 1. Let's watch the trailer.
Hi, I'm Dennis Denoya, and welcome to this course on flamenco dance. This course was filmed in Valencia, Spain, with really world-renowned choreographer and dance trainer. Her name is Marta. You're going to get to meet her throughout the videos in the course. So practice flamenco dance. Do it as exercise, or if you're interested in this really amazing style of authentic Spanish flamenco dance. Enjoy, practice, and dance away.
Wow, that's amazing.
My gosh, I love this. It was filmed in Spain. I mean, come on, that's incredible. And you're getting world-renowned teachers. And this is part of our Genius Club. Maybe we should take just a quick second to talk about the Genius Club so people understand what that means. It's a membership so that once you join, then you have access to these courses. There's no additional fee for this course once you join the Genius Club.
Yeah, it's kind of like Kindle Unlimited, where you buy the single membership and you get access to this massive variety of all these different free, that are free with your Genius Club membership. So they're a little bit more premium than free. They have a little bit more information. I mean, you're learning from a flamenco dancer in Spain. I mean, that sounds amazing. And you get that including your Genius Club membership, along with hundreds of other and soon thousands of other Genius level courses. So that is awesome. I didn't even know about that one. Flamenco dance.
I didn't either, but I'm excited. I might have to take it myself. I think that's really, really cool. Very, very neat. And Dennis is just giving us, I love his range. There's so much to it,
Yeah.
Really cool.
Yeah. And he seems just like him and Patrice. They just have this like friendly, very nice, pleasant kind of demeanor, and you can see why they are making content for kids. They just make you feel all warm and fuzzy. So yeah. Yep. All right, let's look at this one. Talking about the warm and fuzzies, talking about emotions, how to become a superhero of my emotions. This one is by Christine. This is a premium level course, and it's about, if you're feeling frustrated and alone with your children's reactions, wish they could learn to manage their emotions, feelings, and thoughts better. In this 2D video animation series, your children learn to manage their emotions quickly and effectively with our snap, tap, and zap method. So we got to play the trailer on this one to learn a little bit more about it.
How to be the superhero of your emotions. Snap, tap, zap. Do you ever have emotions that make you feel sad, mad, or bad? You're not alone. It happens to us at all ages. I'm Miss Christine. I would love to show you how to become the superhero of your emotion and to let go of your emotions in a safe way. Who's in? Notice. How do you feel right now? Give it your best guess. Are you the happy one or really sad, mad, angry? Follow me.
Wow. I love that animation. If you weren't watching the video, the animations are pretty cool and make it really engaging. So super important.
That was really cool. And I think that's really great with those animations, and to, using that type for kids, so very important, because we find with children a lot of times they do have a hard time expressing we can feel their emotions, but getting to be able to express, like, how are you feeling? I think that's really important. And she's really tapping in, zapping in, whatever it might be, to connecting with kids and giving them a way to express themselves. And, even I've been of the belief, and had many teachers in my life that say we need to have all of the emotions, right? Saying we should be happy all the time is not realistic, and it's actually not healthy for us. We need to understand all of the emotions that we feel in different points in our life. And this is really great at just understanding and allowing kids to feel and to express how they feel, and giving them an easy way to do it. I love this. This is amazing.
Yeah. Emotional intelligence. I mean, that's so talked about, and how that's such a necessary skill in the workforce today. Not a lot of training on it. Hey, you can come take this course, and it's a super important skill for all of us to learn. So I love that. I think we have maybe one more for us here today, just one more, which is called overcoming sugar addiction.
Ooh.
So, I mean, I think all parents are like, I'm downloading this right now, right?
Yep.
So I'm going to play the trailer on this one, and this is by Sanjay. So let's listen to this trailer.
So what ends up happening is you consume sugar, all these receptors pop up in your brain, and then you need twice as much sugar to satisfy the amount of receptors that have popped up. It is.
No wonder. That explains my whole life until I got off of it.
It's true. So it affected my mental stability, which in turn affected my physical health as well too.
You know, the memory issues where they're like, I can't remember things lately. Well, no, you're actually eating way too much sugar, and it's impacting your brain. You know, they now call it type 3 diabetes, you know, Alzheimer's. So I think a lot of people are starting to know a little bit more about it, but when they finally realize, wait a minute, I think I might be addicted. And the definition of that is doing something that is harmful to you, but you can't stop.
Okay.
So if you know it's causing you problems, and helping them identify what those problems are, helps them realize that they might have an issue.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
Really interesting.
A lot of insight onto why we crave sugar and why we have all these other issues because of the sugar. And I'm going to have to not show you the candy bag I have in my desk drawer here that has sugar in it. One of my favorite things. So I think I need this course. Also, a Genius Club course. Wanted to point that out. Included in a Genius Club membership. Wow. I think if we understand why we're doing the things we do, we have less likely to continue doing them, and how it affects us in so many ways. I know that I'm particularly aware of the things I put in my body, even though sugar has no salt. So that's one of my redeeming things from it, but also not a great thing as a substitute for eating healthier, making healthier choices for my body. When we teach our kids how to make healthy choices when they're young, that continues throughout their life. So what a great basis to start them off with. Wow.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with that.
I love too that, the Great Discovery is all about overcoming our biggest challenges with knowledge, right? We maybe eat too much or have too much sugar, and we maybe kind of feel it, but we don't understand, the reason behind it. And then once we understand the reason behind it and the logic behind it and how to overcome it, well, then we can change our behavior because we're empowered with the knowledge to do so. So love that. Super important. I know a lot of parents and, the kids are always asking candy, candy, candy. And if you could, explain to them or leverage this course, kind of saying, okay, you can have sugar. Sugar's good in some ways, but, it can also have maybe some negative effects if you do it too much, or if you have too much sugar, and really that knowledge can empower them to make the right and informed choice. So very cool. All the variety of courses. I mean, flamenco dance, math, sugar, gardening, that's the type of variety that we're building here on The Great Discovery. And if you're a homeschooling parent, if you are a homeschooler, if you maybe are homeschooling other people, or if you're a tutor or a teacher and you are educating your children, we would love to see your knowledge on here. I mean, that's one of the amazing parts about The Great Discovery is, parents work so hard to learn these skills, and then their kids graduated, they get out of the house, and that knowledge wasn't wasted, but it stops. And so now you can take all that knowledge, upload it on The Great Discovery, and share it with children, not just in America, but globally, all over the world, so then they can become empowered by it, right? So that's really amazing. We encourage you, if you are a teacher, if you're a parent, and you have some amazing gifts, if you have an amazing course or some materials that you want to share, put it on The Great Discovery, and we would love to highlight it here on this podcast to share it out there with the entire world.
100%. And we are looking for teachers and parents. You know, you've put all that time and energy into building a course for your own kids. Why not continue that course and share it with the world, right? We want to build that global classroom. We are looking for people just like you who are wanting to have a global classroom. Not only can you share your courses on the Great Discovery, but you can actually interact live. We are launching September 1st with our real-time translation, which means, yes, you can have an actual global classroom. Students can show up in your global classroom and everyone can understand each other because each student will hear it in their native language. It'll allow all this information, all of this sharing, all of this connectivity between students around the globe while you teach your classes to them in that setting, global setting. It's amazing. And it's so easy to get started. One of my favorite parts about this is when you become a course creator with a Great Discovery, you pay a one-time hosting fee. It's unlimited courses, unlimited hosting, one fee. We're not going to keep charging you monthly to have your courses on the platform. And honestly, it's a lot less than you would pay if you had joined another platform and, you know, been there even 3 or 4 months. You're going to be saving money by hanging out with us. Besides that, we have this amazing community where we support homeschool teachers, homeschooling kids and parents just like you with this podcast, with our support groups, with our community. We are here to see you succeed and see your students and your children succeed. It's just an amazing place to be. I'm so happy to be part of this.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, homeschooling is such a powerful thing to do for your children. And we mentioned that I think next week we're going to do the 5 reasons why you should consider homeschooling. So if that's something interesting to you, tune in next week. We do this every single Friday and we put it online. We share it out there and we're looking for amazing homeschooling teachers, amazing homeschooling parents, people who have experience homeschooling. We'd love to feature you on the podcast and all the good work that you're doing to go out there and educate children. It's really, really important to us. So Bree, looking forward to next week's podcast. Thanks so much for doing this again with me this week. I'll let you get the final message out and then we'll let everybody get back to their day.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys for joining us here. We do this every week, like Alex said. But in addition to that, we have a daily meeting Monday through Saturday. So if you're curious, if you're like, hey, I like this idea, I want to learn more, we would welcome you to come to our morning meetings. We will have all of those links in the chat. We do it every single morning where we do a presentation and then we take your questions live. We spend about a good 30 minutes every single morning answering your questions. How can this benefit you? How can this help you? Even if you're just a homeschooling parent and you just want to learn more about how this can benefit your children, we welcome you to come to this morning meeting. We will put all of the links in the chat. Thank you for joining us today. We will see you guys next week. Bye, everybody.